You just survived a grueling, high-intensity week. You pull the SUV into the driveway, shift into park, and cut the engine. For the first time in days, the external demands on your time have dropped completely to zero. You walk through the front door into an empty house. You drop your heavy work gear on the floor. In the background, a speaker is softly blasting New Orleans jazz that you left running when you left this morning. This is the exact moment you should feel a wave of total relief. But instead, a different switch flips in your brain. You suddenly feel antsy. The pacing rat wakes right back up. You can't sit still. Your head feels buzzing and full, like you've had too much tea. You start wandering aimlessly from room to room, scanning the empty house, looking around and wondering what exactly you are supposed to be doing right now. It makes no logical sense. You are in a perfectly safe, zero-demand environment, yet your biology is firing off a panic response. To fix it, we have to unpack exactly what your nervous system is doing. Let's look at that ambient jazz playing in the empty house. Leaving a speaker or a TV running so you feel like you are walking into something already happening is a very specific, deliberate choice. People spending years on intense clinical shifts, arena loading docks, or backstage crews develop deeply ingrained reflexes. In these environments, constant noise equals productivity. When things go quiet on a production crew, it means the gig is over, the money has stopped, or worse, something has gone wrong. Over time, your brain learns to associate absolute silence with isolation and danger. Leaving the music running is a brilliant, creative coping mechanism. It maintains a warm, moving ambient field inside an otherwise empty room, preventing you from dropping too fast into the cold shock of isolation. The friction starts because your nervous system is actively misreading a quiet house as an environmental threat, rather than a place to rest. That explains the environment, but it doesn't explain the physical vibration humming inside your body, that afternoon antsiness making you pace the floor. You stepped off a high-speed treadmill, and your nervous system doesn't have an instant off switch. It quite literally does not know how to idle yet. Your body is holding on to unspent kinetic fuel. Faced with empty space, your brain assumes there's an emergency. It screams at you to find a task, run to the store, fix a website, build a wall, anything to keep moving so you don't sink. This diagram shows an industrial fan connected to a power grid, carrying massive physical momentum. If you sever the connection, the blades do not freeze. Momentum forces them to keep spinning at high speed, taking time for air friction to finally slow them down. The antsiness you feel represents the biological momentum of the week spinning down in your body. You have zero obligations right now. You don't need to solve your whole life, fix your budget, or tackle your debt in the next 10 minutes. You just need to manually regulate the engine. Step 1 is the kitchen transition. Go straight to the kitchen and pour a massive glass of cold water. The shock of the temperature and the weight of the glass provide an immediate sensory shift, pulling your focus from the abstract buzzing in your head back into your immediate physical surroundings. During this transition, do not look at a computer screen. Do not open social media to see who liked your photos. Step 2 is burning off that excess kinetic fuel. Forcing stillness or attempting a fake meditation will likely backfire, as your brain will simply spin faster against the lack of stimulation. Instead, go outside for 20 minutes and find a low-stakes physical task, like raking dirt or organizing stones. These movements provide a safe resistance for your internal momentum, allowing that residual kinetic energy to dissipate through your muscles and into the ground. Tactile, mindless engagement bridges the gap between the high-stress pacing and genuine rest. It allows the body to safely bleed off its unspent fuel without triggering a new work loop. Finally, step 3. If you've done all that and your body still demands to leave the house, grab your keys and go make the run. Execute the trip with total deliberation. Treat it as a conscious mission to curate your weekend sanctuary, focusing on the specific items you need to feel comfortable. You return home. The supplies are put away, the work is truly done, and your internal system finally drops into a safe, sustainable idle. Stillness is not an emergency. By honoring your nervous system's need to decelerate and letting the heavy fan blades spin down at their own pace, you can finally feel safe in a quiet house.
Slow down, regulate, and reconnect with yourself.